It's a feel-good, charming story of true blue friendships and finding your way home again. We are so excited to welcome local women's fiction author Christine Nolfi to the show, and her new novel, Sweet Lake, debuts today. And Christine joins us now to tell us more. Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Such a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
This is your new book, which
Yes.
we're very excited to talk about. But I just want to set this up because you've already written a whole series. You said five books.
Five
you have
books.
a big following of people who've already fallen in love with your work and
Yes.
can't wait to read more. What was your first series that you did?
It's called the Liberty series, and it was an experiment. I began publishing one book and then a second, and it took off with readers, and they enjoyed the books, so I continued on with it.
Okay, and we were just chatting. You were from Ohio.
Yes.
I'm from Ohio. I would say half of Charleston's population
I
is
know,
from Ohio.
I know.
So this may resonate with a lot of us because your books are about Ohio.
Yes.
What's the setup?
In both cases, the Liberty series and this new Sweet Lake series, I've created a fictional town in Ohio. It's a smaller town. And in the case of Sweet Lake, it's a tourist town that is slowly dying because the Wayfair Inn is falling apart. And so the book is about the young owner, how she's trying to save it, and in turn, she's trying to save the town.
So she's trying, and is this one of those like go home story? Has she always been in
She's
Sweet
always
Lake?
been. She's always been there.
In Sweet Lake.
Yes, and I don't want to give too much away, but there's a shocking turn of events at the beginning of the book, and she's forced to fight for the Wayfair Inn.
Okay, and what are some of the themes that you've carried through your first series and into this one that has created such a large following that people enjoy reading your stuff so much?
I like following ordinary people in their extraordinary moments.
Okay.
You know, we all have moments in our lives where we get a do-over or a second chance, or we can help someone and turn their life around. And all those inspiring themes, I think they resonate with a lot of readers.
Okay, who would be a good person to read this book?
Women. I have fans that are as young as 20 and as old as 80. I shouldn't say 80 is old from where I'm standing.
Old,
no, as young as 80.
As young as 80.
Yes.
And is this is your first one of a new series?
Yes, this is a new series for Amazon.
Do you know how many books that you're going to create, or just kind of as it goes? See what
Well,
happens?
the second book is already finished.
Okay.
It's also available now for pre-order. It's not out yet. And I'm working on the third book.
Okay.
And then it's up to readers. If readers take to this series the way they did to the Liberty series, I would love to write 8 or 10 of these books.
That's wonderful. What is your background? What got you into this?
I had a PR company when I was younger, and then I adopted 4 kids from the Philippines.
Wow.
And when I adopted my kids, I stopped working. Obviously, you can't take 4 kids at once.
One of whom is in their studio
Yes, one of whom is here.
Hiding back there.
Yeah, and then I started writing fiction.
Yeah.
And then as an experiment, I just tried self-publishing, and it took off, which was a little astonishing.
Yeah, I was going to say, was that a surprise to you?
Yes, it was, because there are so many books that come out, and I wasn't sure what to expect, and they really took off.
It means that you're a good writer and that you've hit your niche. Where can people purchase the book?
They can find this on Amazon. They can find it online at Barnes & Noble, just about anywhere.
And we were talking, you moved here from Ohio. You
Yes.
live in Charleston. Do you
Love
find
Charleston.
it ironic sometimes, though, that you're in Charleston writing about Ohio?
Yes, yes, because I've kind of hit a niche with the Midwest.
Yeah.
At some point, I'll write about Charleston, too. But
yeah.
for now, I'm going to continue writing about small towns in Ohio.
I am excited to read it. As an Ohio girl and anyone, I imagine it's a great beach read. Is this why
Yes,
it gets
yes,
warm?
it is.
Take it to the beach. Available online, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other retailers. Go to ChristineNolfi.com for more information. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Nice
and
to
have you
meet
on the
you.
show. Hope to have you
Thank you,
again.
Erin.
And up next, we continue to talk books because the spring book sale in North Charleston is this weekend. We've got all the details right after the break.